Sorry, have to play something off my fucking camera because it's the biggest piece of shit I ever owned.
Hey Barbies and Kens. Today for you guys, I wanted for a while to tell you my ridiculous job stories. I've had a lot of jobs throughout my life, a lot. I can't even actually name all of them, which is pretty bad. And it's not even just because, like, I fucked up or got fired. Like, I've never been fired from a job. I'll usually just walk out because I just get irritated. Or I think a lot of the times I get just really bored. But this job in particular, I really could not stand, and I just got to the point that I didn't want to be there. So I figured I would tell you about the time that I walked out of my job and then got rehired, and then I walked out again. So back when I was 19 years old, I had a job where pretty much it was like a fruit and vegetable like stand. You would like go in and they had like a little bakery in it, and there's like fruits and vegetables and different things you can buy, kind of like a farmer's market. So I worked in there, and my only job that I had there was going out into the field. Like, customers would be able to go out and pick their own fruit. It's really cool actually, but you could like pick it right off the tree, an apple or whatever you want. And my job was just like advising in the fields. So, you know, I loved that job. It was fantastic. It was great, and I just liked interacting with people. Until a girl that was... Okay, sorry. So, my camera's been, like, being really weird lately. So, my job title for the job was just taking people out, you know, and letting them pick their own fruit. So, and when there wasn't, you know, like, I wasn't standing in the hot sun. I've been trying to complain, like, obviously that was my job, that's the job I took. But, like, when I wasn't standing on the hot sun, I would use the restroom. I don't know why I did the middle finger first, probably because I'm pissed. Use the restroom, get a drink, have a snack, you know what I mean, before I have to go back in the sun again. So this bitch was like...
You have to sweep.
I'm like, okay. So I kid you not, like, I'm not even just saying this, I swept for, like, maybe a minute or two, and another, like, bus came back where I had to go on, you know. They would take, like, these cute little, like, buses out, like, they were, it's so hard, it's like a little cart, like, if you would go, like, and, like, a hayride in Halloween, that's kind of, like, what they took you out on, had, like, hay and stuff in it, whatever. So, one came back, so I went out. So, immediately when I came back from being out in the field, you know, I went to get water and stuff, she pulls me around the back of the building, and she goes,
I'd like to have a word with you.
So I'm like,
alright, whatever.
Now this is the age too when I started getting cocky, not taking people's shit, just being a bitch. Which there's nothing wrong with taking people's shit. Well, I think every Friday there is, okay, I don't take people's shit. There's nothing wrong with taking people's shit if it's for a job that you need to have, you know, suck it up and deal. But for me, I don't have any kind of like, shut up. So we're in the back of the building, and she says to me,
I told you to sweep. You swept? It looks like shit.
And I was like,
oh, that's funny, just like you.
And I was like,
that's not part of my job description, you stupid bitch.
And then she stares at me, and I went to turn to walk away, and she goes,
I'm telling.
I've never seen somebody run so fucking fast. Like, this girl just fucking ran across the, like, building or room or whatever, like, pretty much like the building, the farm stand area, whatever, and went into the bakery in the back where, you know, like, she would be able to get reception on her phone. Immediately, I ran back on to, because I was, like, friends with everybody and people liked me. I grabbed my phone and I ran out onto, like, the carriage hayride or whatever, and I called my one manager and I left them a message, and I called another manager and left them a message, and I was like,
hey, this is Gabrielle. Yeah. I just wanted to let you know that, this stupid fucking bitch.
So yeah, I ratted her out because, you know what, fuck you. Like, don't, you're a manager for, like, what, 2 days, and you're just, like, bossing people around? That's totally messed up. So, in continuation, that day afterwards, I was just, like, so pissed, and the guy who, like, pretty much was, like, part owner, like, came in because he was always around, and he's like,
I heard what happened.
And I'm like,
okay.
And he's like,
strike one.
And I was like,
but I didn't do anything. He goes,
strike one.
And I was like, but she was just, like, literally, this was a conversation. I was like, but
she was in my face cursing.
Strike one.
And I was like,
strike one. Yeah, like fuck me.
Like, what am I supposed to do at this point? So, yeah, strike one. After that, guess what? I was out. I told my nicer manager that hired me on during the end of my shift. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry. Like, fuck this girl. Like, I'm not putting up with bullshit if I have to see her every single day on my shift. And she's, like, younger than me. Not, like, saying, you know, anybody who would ever be younger than me, like, I'm not going to listen to if they're a manager. But she's rude and obnoxious and just, I'm not going to take that. So, I left. I was jobless for 3 days when I got a phone call saying,
Hey Gabby, we just want to let you know that we, fired so-and-so for her attitude problems and blah blah blah, and, we'd like to rehire you.
okay, so I was like, you're rehiring me? Like,
Wow, I must have been like a bomb-ass bitch.
so I got rehired. And then I guess because of that, like, some of the girls just, like, didn't like me just because, like, I know I'm saying like a million times. I think it's like, said like again. I think it was the, like, I'm gonna say like, I just don't care. I think I can't even say like, it's because like I'm a white girl. Anyways, the power that I had over the fact that like I was able to get a manager fired is like a big deal, and people saw that. So I don't know, yeah, I got her fired and holy shit, whatever. So I was like perfectly fine for like maybe a week or 2 weeks. And the one girl who was working there was such a bitch to me. And I've actually seen her like recently. And we didn't say anything to each other, but it just kind of like, she was very fake to me and I was very fake to her, like just to get through the day. And then there's a lady who was in like in her 30s, maybe she was like 34. She was like being a bitch to me too. Like she was like, well,
I got to manager now and I'm not taking any of your girl's shit.
and I was just like, dude, like, I didn't fucking, like, again, like, I'm not dealing with stupid bullshit and drama, and if this is how it's gonna be, like, I don't want to work here. And that's kind of how it was. Like, she wasn't, like, anything like the other girl was, but it was just, like, a lot of, like, talking behind people's backs, and just, like, every day somebody new would quit there. It's not even, like, this was, like, this is one issue that happened from the big picture where I worked. Like, everybody had issues. Like, the one person quit, then another person quit because of, like, people just not, you know, scheduling was weird, and just, like, everybody's understanding of one thing to another was just totally out of whack. So, I mean, it was the end of the season pretty much. I think this all, like, went down August. Sorry, I'm, like, super tired. I'm, like, ugh. But, yeah, I quit then. Again, I was like,
Listen, thank you for hiring, but I'm gonna have to like not stay here because everybody's a bitch. I apologize. And they were like,
Well, you know, we're losing a good girl, and I'm like,
sorry, it's bullshit. So, yeah. Moral of the story is, don't go back on a job when you leave one time because it's not going to get any better. If you guys like this video, please thumbs it up and also subscribe to my channel because I put out new videos every single week. I feel like I'm slurring my words because I'm talking so fast. If you want to check out my Instagram, sunset50100, Twitter, YouNow. God, I'm tired today.
and yeah, that's about it. I'm trying to think what else I need to add on.
I'm done. I'm done. I don't know what else to add on. Bye. I'm really tired.